Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have quite a few different things to go and talk about, and overall, kind of some pretty good stuff too as well to go talk about, where we have quite a few different things, quite a few different updates, quite a few different things ongoing for the PlayStation 5, and as well, quite some kind of cool news. We have some brand new games, we have some pretty big updates as well, and also a lot of things we're kind of on the lookout for throughout these next few, well, probably next few days, but very cool stuff and very good updates, and it's also kind of probably throw in our nice little PlayStation Plus games too as well. We got a lot of stuff. You guys have a PlayStation, or going to begin a PlayStation. This is all kind of somewhat relevant to all of you guys, so it should be hopefully a pretty good video. As well, before we fully dive into it, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. We have the Amazon links down below for all the PS5 Digital Console controller. We do keep on recommending up the Howl links down below as well if you guys want to go check that on out, if you guys would like to, if you guys want to go and see for it. Linked down below. You get a bunch of free money, free setups, and all of that. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream as well down below. We have the Webull, Coinbase, Target, all that good stuff too as well down below, and we'll go from all of that. So let's go dive into the video itself. So if you guys missed it, we actually did have a little bit of a sneaky PlayStation 5 update that actually happened not that long ago. So it's not the biggest one, but the part 2 will be why we're actually prepping up for one of the really big PlayStation updates in the first place. So with this, there was a PlayStation 5 update of 2201-005-50-0008-000000 that actually had a chance to go and sneak out as of July 27th over here. So in case you guys had a chance to update your console, launch your console, or maybe you guys just don't even have a console in the first place and you guys are just, well, waiting. The kind of stakes will get you a console soon. But we actually did have a nice little sneaky update. So if you saw the new PlayStation 5 update notification on your console today and or / yesterday, depending on when you guys saw it, your eyes aren't deceiving you, as yes, there actually was a new firmware update that actually went out today, which players saw as well. And although it was a very small download, we're going to dive into the part 2 of why it's a little bit more intriguing than we thought. So as I state, this is a very small download, as it was already downloaded and installed when my PS5 was turned on. Checking in with other users, they have confirmed that a new small firmware update has indeed been rolled out without any fanfare from Sony. So I'm not one of those super hyped ones or like, oh my god, PlayStation 5 SSDs, all that type of stuff. But I do think this is actually a very good starting point for really other future big updates. So it seems like at least for this one, it was more focused on the system stability, which is not always necessarily fully true, and doesn't seem to be a mandatory system update as well either, which is more intriguing, but once again, kind of leads into, I think, our thoughts on this. So basically, they're scouring the web to see if there's anything included in the patch itself, although no one else has really seen anything super crazy. But that's why I'm making this on the video itself, where, if you guys remember this post yesterday, there's a very specific line I want to talk about, and if you guys missed this, this was all in the PlayStation VR 2, which did turn out a lot cooler. We made a video on this yesterday. Very cool, and I'm actually quite excited to have a chance to go and experience this, and I probably will buy it. Leave a comment down below if you guys will be buying it or not. But the one big thing is that they have this. PSVR 2 game developers will begin to access the latest user experience for PSVR 2 in a new system update software release coming soon as part of the ongoing development. Now, I want to remind you guys, this is not for normal folks. This is literally for game developers. So kind of bear with me here for a second. So even Sony's like, there's a lot of cool things to look forward to for PSVR 2 and go from there. But if you guys also remember these past few months, we've had a lot of these kind of no-name updates. So a good example too as well was there was even an update on July 7th, which was basically just changing that last digit to a 1. But a bigger one is we actually had like a really big multiple gig download that no one really knew what it was for. Now this was maybe a month and a half ago or so. It's been a little bit, but not that long ago. But a little bit, and I do kind of, at least in my speculation, want to say that this actually may have been a part of series of just pre-prepping a lot of these consoles for these game developers to start accessing these user experiences and maybe even testing out these games on the normal PlayStation VR 2. This is actually really nifty to me because it would make sense because we have already seen game trailers and people obviously have been working on games, so this actually might be also alluding that the PlayStation VR 2 might be a little bit closer than expected. Now, I'm A-okay with that because in my mind, the closer the better, because we've been kind of teeter-tottering on this for quite some time. And it's very intriguing to go and see, mainly because we don't have the release date yet, we don't know the exact time yet, and all of that, so we'll kind of go from there. So, I'm excited for it nonetheless. I'm very hyped up for it nonetheless. But I do think all the speculation will lead towards the PSVR 2 already being kind of somewhat farther along than we thought. I'm kind of hoping that we'll have a PSVR 2 by this holiday, although that's not going to probably happen, but that was always my internal hope for all of this. So I just want to give you guys a heads up on this update too as well. But some other kind of cool stuff to mention too is we do also have the PlayStation Plus monthly games for August, which if you guys want to see the really quick rundown on it before I give my opinion, we do have the Yakuza, Like a Dragon. Major big thumbs up for the game. Good experience, good RPG, very kind of more goofy as well, but it's a good game. We've had nothing but good experiences, nothing but good vibes, and at the end of the day, I do think this is something that people should go and download, especially if you guys don't mind like more of a weeby type, goofy type style game. Very underrated, especially in American audiences, but it's kind of like a cult classic where I think it's a very good game. A lot of people who play it enjoy it. The graphics are good, the gameplay flow is good, and well, if it's free, the only thing they're kind of wasting is maybe download space, which you could delete the game or anything else. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 also did come out with their own version as well, not too long ago, which they are now also free. Very worth the download, especially if you guys played these games back in the day. And then Little Nightmares, which is also just a really cute, kind of quicker indie game. I have played and streamed all these games. Always check out the stream, and the HODL links down below. We keep mentioning if you guys are curious on this, but Little Nightmares was a very good game, very smaller, and kind of cool, but unique art style. They also had a second one, too, as well. So you guys want to check out these games. I still want to recommend Yakuza, very good. Tony Hawk, good for a few hours. And also Little Nightmares, good for a few hours, too, as well. So if you guys are ready to pay the money for your PlayStation Plus, there's really no reason not to. These will all be available as of August 2nd. So also the double reminder on that, make sure you guys have your current July games downloaded. If you guys want to make sure they're all safe and make sure they're all good, go and check those on out so you guys can actually go and enjoy your games. And hopefully you guys actually can in the first place. So big thumbs up from this. I would actually say a pretty good PlayStation Plus. Although not as many new additions for the brand new higher up tiered editions, but don't forget, if you guys are the higher tier edition, you can also go and download Stray 2 as well. So keep that in mind. And also kind of wind down this nice little PlayStation video with updates and all this stuff. We actually have a brand new cult classic, a lot of cults going on here, PlayStation 1 RPG over here, getting a brand new PS5 and PS4 remake, now according to some pretty big leaks. So a cult classic tactical RPG from Square Enix that was first released from the original PlayStation console, at least for those in the West, should be also be getting a new remake later on this year from the PS5 and PS4. That game in question happens to be Tactics Ogre. So I've never heard of this game, but sometimes these games that we've all never heard of are sometimes some of the best games out there, mainly because they were either childhood memories, or maybe they just had like a lot of really good fundamental moments of, well, RPGs. Like maybe they were the baseline ideas for a lot of these different types of games, like RPGs. So basically for this one, which came out in the PS1 all the way back in 1998. Now, you guys can also let me know in the comment section if you're even older than that. I was born in 94, and even then, like I'm like a little baby when that game came out. And while a remake of Tactics Ogre has been rumored and even leaked outright a little bit over a month ago, we now know when this new version should be arriving. In a new deal listed on PS Deals, a number of details related to Tactics Ogre Reborn, which is the name of this new remake of the game, were seemingly unveiled. Notably, Tactics Ogre Reborn is said to be landing on both the PS5 and PS4 and will release on November 11th, 2022, so sooner rather than later. And like I said, new games, whether they're old or new or remade, I'm always down with. As well, so the game's description also says that it's technically a remake of the 2010 version, which kind of sounds like The Last of Us, if you guys have seen all the drama with that still. The remake of the remake of the remade of the remake, basically just Skyrim and GTA at this point, is kind of tied on into as well. So a crown jewel of the tactical role-playing genre is reborn, says the official description of this game provided on the webpage. Based on the 2010 release, the game features improved graphics and sound, as well as an updated game design, bringing to life a new Tactics Ogre that remains true to its roots. As for other major pieces of information that were divulged in this leak, Tactics Ogre Reborn is said to feature fully voiced cutscenes with both English and Japanese voice acting too as well. Which, especially if you're kind of talking about the Yakuza 2, Like, I love this stuff. I love this type of old school style stuff. So, give me your thoughts. Give me your comments. Would love to hear it on up, especially for the brand new update, especially for these brand new VR2. If you guys have not made a comment on the prior video, check in all the nice little very solid links down below with our how links for the Samsung signups, and check that on out. We have the Twitter and Twitch streams down below too as well. We have the Target links too if you guys want to check those on out. Amazon's for the signups and invitations too, and definitely follow the Twitter and Twitch stream and subscribe with the notifications on. So say I appreciate you guys always so much for watching. You guys are all beautiful and lovely. I'll see you guys up later on today for more videos.